Okay.
It's
It's almost ready. It's gonna be some people coming on here, and they're gonna talk to you. Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody here? Okay. Silas, am I live? Okay, I'm live. Silas, you ready? The people want to see you. Come on.
No.
Huh? You ready?
No.
Come on. Oh, Silas. My bad. Anybody in here want to join? I see we got 6 viewers. Let's settle my. Let me see if I can pull up the chat. Live chat. Okay, here go the link. Anybody want to join? So my son Silas, what's up, Brooks? Reef or Brock? Brock's Reef or Brock. What's going on? So I'm doing a live stream. Hey, what's up? Hey, Jane. I saw y'all. I watched your video earlier. Come on, Silas. Look, people want to see you. Come on. Let me say, hey, it's my boy Silas. He wants to get on a live stream. Hold on, let me put your earphones in. All right, say hello.
Hello.
Hold on, let me put the camera down so they can see you. You see yourself? See that? Now they talking to you. Hold on, you can't hear them. Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
What you want to talk about today, Silas? Keep your headphones on. All right, back away from the microphone a little bit so they can hear you. All right, what do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about? Hey, we on a live stream right now. Me and Silas on YouTube. You gotta pause.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye. Hey, so can you talk to see somebody say hey Silas right there? Can somebody join so we could yes, oh that's my son. So somebody join so Silas can have somebody to talk to. Join the stream, Reef 1. You want to talk about the fish tank, Silas?
Uh-huh.
All right, so what you want to talk about? You like the fish?
Yes.
What's your favorite fish? What we just do? We just feed the fish, right?
Yes.
You have fun feeding the fish?
Uh-huh.
All right. He like getting on the microphone and the headphones. So I said we're gonna do a Reef Church with Silas. Say something.
So,
What you want to say to the people? What you want to say? See, look, they can see you.
I'm done.
You done?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you want some juice now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, y'all. He's had enough of y'all. He actually has my scraper. You supposed to clean the tank. Well, I don't want him to clean the tank actually. Anybody want to join the Reef Church? Just go ahead. Be careful. Hey, Sasa, don't touch that. That's the ironing board. Okay. All right. I don't know how this is going. I really don't know how this is going to last, guys. To be honest with y'all, because I never had to watch a kid during the live stream. It's terrible too. If y'all can see him, let me close this. I'm all right, y'all. What you doing, Silas? You cleaning the wall? Okay, go ahead, keep cleaning. All right, y'all. So he's actually y'all can see him. Go ahead, keep going. Go ahead, clean the wall. Don't put it on your face. So that's what I've been cleaning the tank with. He decided to scrape up my walls with it. So he's getting the algae off the walls. You're doing a good job, Sasa. You're doing good. Sure. Terrible too. That's air. You don't want to mess with that. Hand me the juice so I can open it for you. What's up, Eric? This ain't gonna last long. Here, give me that, Silas. Yeah, don't spray it out. I need it. Give me the juice so I can open it for you. I'm gonna open the juice. It's right there. Hello from Baltimore. Hey, Paul Williams. It's at Baltimore in the house. All right, Come on, you want me to open it? You want to say hi to the people again? All right, come on. People, that's an iron board. That's annoying. Yeah, I know, right? I'm great. Okay, so can I have some? Thank you. All right, you got your juice. Now you can talk. All right, so what you want to say? Oh my God. Not so close, not so close. It's real loud. It's really loud. You want to put the headphones on? All right, so let's look. So nobody wants to join us, Silas, just me and you. Tell them to hit that like button. Hey, Silas, tell them to super chat. That's some money. Tell them to hit the like button. Money. Go like that. With your thumb. Nah, your thumb. This one right here. Go like that. Hit the no, this finger. This the thumb. Not that finger. The thumb. Go like that. So you hit the like button. There you go. Silas, yes. All right. All right. Hey, see, hit the like button. Puff Daddy Reef. Hey, Puff Daddy Reef. Miss your videos, buddy. I'm a video. Yeah, he making videos. Puff Daddy Reef. Puff Daddy Reef. Don't play with that pen. You want some more juice? All right. Good. Don't spill it, okay? Okay. If y'all want to join the church, I don't know how this is gonna go. Lisa is being so great to drop the links, so y'all come on in, and we could talk about what we got going on. I've seen people in the Boat Reef Supply live stream. Hey, Jamie. Oh, look, Jamie. Look, Silas. Look, Sienna. There goes Sienna. Hold on. Say hello. Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
I figured I could bring you a kid friend to say hello.
Yeah, see? She wanted to see you. Sienna's, she's shy. Don't act shy. It's just Uncle Silas. Where y'all on y'all way to, Jamie?
The boys were at wrestling practice, so we're just hanging out, waiting for them.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was just watching your video with your new castle. The tank looking great too, then, Jamie.
Yes, that light is amazing.
Yeah. Hey, so this
hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? This is kids' night at the church. We're Christian and Tyler.
Christian and Tyler.
Put them on. Silas can say hi. Silas wanted me to go live, y'all. And it's Tuesday. I don't usually go live on Tuesday. Hey, Puppy Daddy Reef, come on, join. You holding your kids right now?
Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. DC, I didn't know you had a son. DC.
Yeah, I just found out I had a son too. But the mama got two, so they mine now. Hey, you can say all you day. Want to put the headphones on?
Well, have fun. Good luck trying to do this live stream, because you're not going to be too successful if you don't sit within that chair with you.
He gonna the boy himself? Okay. All right. So you want to talk to people?
Tell them bye, Sienna.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sienna. All right. See, if people want to talk to you, start a show. I don't have these many viewers. Unless you want. Puff Daddy Reef, come on, bring your kids on. It's too early.
Man, listen, you're trying to get somebody to bring their kids on.
Yeah, everybody bring their kids on, man. Why not? It's kid night. We had ladies night. We had just the reefers. Now it's kids night.
I got it.
You got it? Good job. Say hi. Say hey, Mr. O.
Hey.
You got your nose snotty. Your mom gonna kill me. She got you on YouTube with the snotty nose. Come on, let me go blow your nose. Let me go blow your nose, okay? So
That's all
everybody right back. Put your hand. Hold on. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah. All right. So DC, wait, did DC leave me in charge of the show? So what should I do? Do I have controls? Can I boot him out of his own show?
Hmm?
No.
You want to sit with us?
I do.
You do? Okay.
No, no.
You don't put the headphones on? No, you can't do that. I got to do that with the mouse because it's gonna close the people out.
No, 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 no.
Okay. Well, I'll put it on. Let me put it on. You can talk to me.
DC, what did you end up doing with the school tank?
With the school tank. Hold on. Oh, yeah. So this is what I did with the school tank. It was a big. Hold on. It was a big like a Tonga branch from KFC. Like that had most of the hair algae on it. I took that out. That wasn't like glued in anything like that. And then I used some of that reflux. It said I did 3 capsules of that, and I bought a sea hair, and the sea hair is actually like all around the tank. He's gone. So I'm hoping that between those 3, it was still some hair algae on there. But I'm thinking between those 3, that's gonna do the trick. I'm hoping.
Yeah, you still need like some more export, but I agree. I think you're saying you would turn that into a Chaeto reactor. Yeah, and the lights are pretty cheap, and if it doesn't work, it's not like something that's permanent. You could always just turn it back into a carbon reactor if it doesn't work.
Right.
Literally, you're already pumping water through it. All you do is just zip tie lights to it. Put it on a timer. You could go to Home Depot and get like a like a $5 timer that turns it on at night, and then turn it off during the day and see if that works.
Okay, so do a reverse lighting schedule on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought for some reason that stayed on 24/7.
No, I mean I'm running mine 24/7 now, but I think you could probably kill the Chaeto. In fact, I would say start with like 4. Start 1 week with 4. Go back the next week and do 6.
The fish.
Yeah.
It's the light, Silas. I'm sorry. Come here, Silas. Come here right quick. What you doing, man? You want to watch Elmo? What is that? That's for the fish tank. That's the light. So I don't grow algae. His mother on his way. Yeah, man. I got 2 kids, so me and you neck and neck. I had to go through the whole process you had to go through.
Yeah. How old are they?
Silas is 2 and Caleb is 6. He'll be 7 on December the 2nd.
Oh man! All right.
Yeah, I'll be moving locations, and I should be getting in the tank.
Were you moving?
Yeah. I'm not moving far, but just in a different building, and I'm hoping that I can. I want to snag that Elos tank, but I don't. Man, that price point is just
expensive, right?
But it has everything I want. Like in a tank, when I think about what I want in a fish tank, it checks all the boxes. Like it has the overflow where it returns at the bottom and at the top. And you could control it by a dial. You got my hat on? Oh God. It also has the newer versions have the metal stands, like the titanium stands or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, we saw that.
Yeah.
We see it at Magna. Yeah. And it's a little, and they have the version that's a little bit deeper also. Because I'm starting to love those deep tanks.
Oh man, I'm telling you, they're the best. Like I was looking at I want to say it's the 160 XL, and the XL is for that depth, 30 inches deep. Man, I really want that tank. I just got to talk to the guy. We got to work something out because I can't. I mean, the stand alone is like $2,000, and that's just the stand. And I think that's just too rich for my blood. What you doing, Sessa?
I think Tristan did like has like what he did his tank out of with the stand,
Frame it.
like the steel yeah, framing tech. Maybe you could still get elos, use maybe like plywood or something to still make sure it's level, the tank is level, and then still just get the elos tank.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I mean, I kind of want to be like, I want that furniture finish, like it has that glossy them panels, but it got like everything. Don't throw my keys in the trash. It kind of got everything already ready. Silas, don't throw the keys in the trash. Close the trash can. Yeah. What's up with your new bill? Oh.
New build.
Yeah, man. You told me your wife was getting you a new tank, man.
Yeah, no. You haven't done an update on that tank behind you. What is that, 100-gallon tank?
Yeah, it's 100 gallons. I haven't done an update, but to me, it's not much to see. Like, I don't. Oh my goodness!
Wait a
What's
second.
happening?
Oh man.
What's happening, Reef people?
Oh
What's
man.
up, CJ, man? Hey, did that weather cold for
me,
you?
I just pop up. I just pop up in people's feeds from randomly.
I see.
On?
How you doing, man?
Chilling, man.
Let me show you my side. Come here, Silas. I want you to meet somebody. Come here, Silas. Come here, real quick. Come here, man.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh, the vape. That's how you going, CJ?
I've been vaping.
He's
for months.
been doing that for a while, man. Before.
Yeah, I've been doing that for months. Let him live, man. Let him live. What's up?
Say, hey, Mr. Uncle CJ.
Hey, what's
up? What's up, bro, man? Let him live. He's living his best life.
Yeah, he.
What's happening with y'all, man? Y'all been all right, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
been
man.
All right.
Congrats on the 20K, man.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Somebody was just telling me about that.
I just happened to look up at my page and seen I hit it, man. I was like, well, I'll be damned. Keep growing.
Still going. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I just put the sauce, but I know what's going on in the background. So y'all keep a lookout for CJ. It's coming soon. And we're gonna be getting whoever ain't got them twos. Yeah, y'all behind because me and CJ on them twos. We're gonna tear the roads up.
Yeah. As soon as that weather break, man, I'm just gonna drive 6 hours north. You drive 6 hours east or west, man. We'll see where we end up at.
Man, you gotta talk to Rico, man. I mentioned it, man. He talking about doing a whole cross country. I said, hold up. Man.
I don't know if we can make it that far.
Man, what? I'm thinking I could just do 2 right now, but I don't know. We'll see. But
if you can keep up.
Hey, listen. I want to live. You see, I got a 2-year-old right here.
I hear you. I got boys too.
Yeah.
Just make sure you leave them. Just make sure you leave them a federal insurance policy, man. Go ahead and take $1 million out on yourself.
Nah, man, I'm trying to help spend that money.
There you go.
Yeah,
man. How y'all tank life's doing, man?
My tank is doing good. Actually, listen, man. That whole leave your tank alone thing is real because all I do is clean the glass and top the water off. I don't do nothing. I don't do no water changes, no dosing, none of that stuff. So, and I haven't lost nothing. I'm a Zoe guy and softy, so everything been growing. LPS been growing, so I've been leaking.
I finally tested my phosphates today, and they're finally respectable after like 4 or 5 months. And I agree with you, DC. Like, I've just been too busy to be messing with stuff too much. No light changes, no equipment changes, and I mean everything was brown. I mean they weren't dying, but they were just brown. And now they just started, coloring up. And so I'm just gonna find another hobby, so I don't touch the tank, so I don't mess with the tank.
Yeah, man. Get a motorcycle.
I'm gonna go fly drones or something.
Shit, man. What kind of bike? Man, I ain't fit on no bike. Get some kind of custom booster or something. He's too big.
I don't know.
Bikes ain't meant for people 6'3" and over. Hell, matter of fact, I think anybody over 6 foot's gonna be in trouble on a bike.
Let me tell you something. My wife, listen. When I left college, my first job was working in a bike shop, and I was learning how to ride. And a guy, I don't know what he was doing, but I mean, this was one of our best customers in the bike shop. He used to come in, buy the nicest gear, and he was one of those guys that had the full face helmet but wouldn't wear it. You know how guys have it perched on the top of their head, and he hit something, man, and it didn't end up well for him. And then my wife saw that, and she was like, "No, you're not." It was my girlfriend at the time, a wife now. She was like, "There's no way you're continuing with that," and that was the end of my bike riding career.
Yeah, well, there's risk involved, man. You gotta try to be safe as possible, but I ain't mad at you. Man. It's a business decision. It's your life. So it's all good.
Hey, Coach, I got one ready for you, man. He got the gloves on, and he got I think he's gonna be a running back.
I need him. As soon as he hit 5 years old, man, we strap him up.
I'm bringing it right to you.
Strap him up, man. Yeah, football's over, man. I got a lot of free time on my hands now, so just planning the next build and sharpening up on my Madden skills.
You're not going as big this time, right?
Say what?
You're not going with like 120 or something with that range this time.
I wish I could tell you. I don't have an idea what I'm doing absolutely yet. I'm getting something custom made, so it depends on what it ends up being.
All right.
That's all I can say, man.
All right. Sounds like there's something going on there. All right. Yo, man, you got to leave the live streams up, man, because I see the notification, and by the time I get to it, the thing is gone.
That's man. I've been doing that for years.
I know, but at least give somebody a couple hours, man. I understand.
You know what? I got all this time sitting here. I might go ahead and take all those clips I got on my phone and put a video together and release it. I may do that this week. That's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and do a final recap on the 120 and maybe a preview of what's coming next. So if everybody want to see a video, I ain't made one in a while. Let me see if I still got it. If I still got the endurance to voice over a 15-minute video.
You still editing on your phone?
Nothing new. Nothing changed, man. And nothing changed. I know all you guys done skipped ahead these 6 months.
Nah.
I'm still the same, like ain't nothing left, baby.
Listen, man, this thing is hard work. I respect everyone who does video updates on a regular basis. I definitely respect it because I shoot the videos with my phone, but when you got to sit there and edit, I respect the heck out of everyone who does it in a consistent manner because it doesn't matter how simple it is. It's hard work. You got to find, especially when you have a family, you have a job, just find, you, CJ, you're just nuts because you do it on the phone, but it's to do it. The people who release videos every week or every 2 weeks, I respect them just for doing it consistently because it's hard work.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. What about I'm gonna tell you one thing though. Life without a tank, man, is peaceful. I ain't gonna lie, straight up, man. The grind of not having a tank. For those that have been grinding out in the hobby for years and years and years and years. I mean 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in a row with a fish tank. Even if you say you ain't touching it, like DC, man, they're not touching it, just feeding it and scraping the glass. I mean, not even have to feed and scraping the glass. I mean, not even have to come in the house and think about alkalinity is peaceful. So, you know, it definitely changes your perspective a little bit on this hobby, man, and not biting off more than you can chew with your life balance. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
I,
that's
the one,
critical. That's critical. That's going to be a critical thing to my reapproach to this hobby.
the other lesson I learned is, this summer, at one point, I had gotten the tank to the point where the apex was controlling every aspect of the tank. And then I was away on business and the apex failed. And everything on the tank basically went down. So, I mean, I still love my apex.
So what happened with the apex?
It just failed. I mean, I had to send it in. They replaced the board, but it just failed. But the way I had everything set up, it was controlling, it was dosing, it was ramping my pumps up and down because I had the gyre, I had the ice cap module. Every aspect of the tank that the apex was controlling, and except the lights, the radions were not plugged into it, but everything else. So when the apex went down, the tank went down, and then my wife, had to run cords across the living room, plugging stuff in, getting stuff to work. Because if you have the Neptune wave makers and the Neptune doser, like those things don't work if they're not connected to the head. So I just never recovered. I lost a lot of things that were growing. So yeah, I'm not gonna say I don't like Apex or I like it, but I just can't have it. I was that guy who was trying to get to that point where you don't have to think about anything, and it's just not. I don't think it's. Yeah, I'm just slowly taking stuff off that's not mission critical. If my Apex fails again, it shouldn't leave me in a position where your tank crashes.
Yep. That's food for thought. That's definitely food for thought, man. And that's similar to the approach I'm gonna take. It's gonna be very, very, very simple, man. A very simple setup.
So when your Apex failed, did everything just not turn on? Like, isn't there like a fallback setting and those things are supposed to keep going? Or did everything turn off?
So when you're using for instance, when you're using let's say the gyres, and I wasn't using the gyre controller. I had the ice cap modules connected to them. So they were basically ramping the pumps up and down, right? So it's the head unit telling it, so for 20 seconds, run at 20%, and then for the next 5 seconds, run at 2%. So if the head unit isn't sending it instructions like that, the pump just doesn't work at all. So little things like that. So yeah, you have the outlet programmed on, but it's not getting any instruction, so it doesn't work. The same thing with the doser. If you're using the dose, if the head unit goes, it's not getting any instruction. Dose 1 mil at 2 p.m. So things like that.
Yeah.
That's if you those are two examples. But then I was using optical switches. I was using flow meters. So there were a bunch of triggers like, if this is this, do this. This is this, do this. I basically had every Apex module except, let's say, the dissolved oxygen and the power meter.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, it could have been the way I programmed it, but I got bitten, so I'm not going down that road again. Especially since I have to travel.
You got me scared.
Yeah.
I've been going the way of like you were, like trying to make everything Apex, but like the wave pumps, I like those because there's no wall warts.
Well, try it. Well, actually, so what you can do is try it. So just go there and just yank the head unit off, and just see what happens. Like just keep testing like that and see what happens.
It's a good point.
Yeah, just that's exactly what happened to me. So the head unit failed, so nothing was happening. So just try it. I think the wave pump I think those can be programmed to at least run at a set speed.
Okay.
So maybe 40%. It won't pulse, it won't create the waves, but I think those can be set. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to get a definitive answer. So,
All right, maybe I'll do some testing. Maybe
yeah,
I'll make a video on that. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. And then, of course, I was using the Neptune Systems ATO, so
Mhm.
it doesn't get top off.
Of course, yeah.
And even if the top off works, you have to unplug it and reset it. So the ATK can be used standalone, but you have to reset it.
Mm.
The same thing with the core pump. So yes, some of it was user error, but some of it was just the stuff needs to be disconnected and reset in order to function standalone.
Okay. Well.
So again, all you have to do is just
Yeah, I gotta
set up
test
a
it.
test. Yeah, just those two USB in the head unit. Just pull those out and see what happens. And then but me, I was bitten once, and I just decided like I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went back to my Tunzi ATO. So if
Those are great.
Yep. I went back to my Ecotech wave makers that are plugged into a different outlet. So even if the breaker that the tank is on fails, it'll still have flow. It'll still have light. So little redundancy, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got everything plugged into this, but that only gives me about 20 minutes. So doesn't do much for me.
I had my auto feeder, so the tank wasn't getting fed.
It's the head unit, and then everything else is pretty much all plugged in. So I guess I could unplug some stuff into the back of this directly.
I would love to see a video on that. Just keep unplugging and testing until you've gotten to a point
Yeah,
where you feel
I'm not going to do
comfortable.
that tonight because that could spell a disaster, but it seems like a good thing to test.
Lisa, the cartoons is not gonna hold him down. he's on everything. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all can hear the background noise, but this is Reef Church with Silas. Y'all knew what y'all was getting yourself into.
No, they ain't heard nothing. My streams get wrecked all the time.
Yeah, my first name is the little one. You love somebody get in here like feed the fish.
Yeah, Tanner, your tank's looking good over there too.
I know.
I see it's up and running, full of life and.
Yeah,
Hi, I didn't want to say anything. I was just sitting here just waiting, letting you watch my fish eat.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I was checking it out. I haven't seen a tank in a while, so.
It is 10 months old now, almost 11.
There you go.
I've got another one in the mix coming up soon.
Oh, shit. I hear you.
I love these tanks. They keep me sane.
Yep. It's the boring days in the house where you really miss it. When you're on the go, ain't home, you don't think about it. But that's good. That's good. Everybody's tanks is moving. O's tanks up.
Everything is growing really nice. I've got everything nice and stable, and I've already done some fragging. I'm pretty proud of this tank.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
It makes me happy to see you because I remember the struggles with that tank at the beginning, and now you just coasting along.
Yes, sir.
Doing your thing, doing what you do.
Trying.
You got some corals in there too, Tina. I see.
I do.
See the coralline algae growing all over the old soapbox?
Yeah. I let some get on the back, but not too much because I'm getting ready to let the green star polyps grow up on it.
That's wonderful. Let me put it on Puff Daddy Reef since he's showing his tank.
Yeah, he's showing.
I'm turning the long way, Puff Daddy. P Diddy.
Hey, I'm hopping
Yeah.
out. I'm hopping
Here's the
out.
tank.
I'm gonna be in the chat for a little bit. I got some stuff to handle.
All right, CJ.
All right, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all be easy. Good seeing y'all. See you
too.
soon.
CJ.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to come back, dude.
Yes, ma'am. Soon.
Okay. Can you turn the landscape way Puff Daddy so we could kind of get the whole view? Ooh, look at that Space Invader.
This thing's huge. It started out as like maybe an inch frag about 2.5 years ago.
Can you turn your phone the other way? We can't see it right.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, there we go. That's the Red Sea Reefer Peninsula, right?
Yeah, and I haven't scraped the glass today, so it doesn't, but that's how it is normally. Not when it's a video, I clean it up, but normally there's a little algae on the glass. So
Yeah, I like the peninsula. I've seen that in person. And you're running the aquatic life, right?
yeah. So the aquatic life and Kessel's. I think ideally I'd probably have Ecotex in there, but the Kessels are what I had. I think the Kessels don't necessarily have as much of the pop from the full spectrum. I'm gonna clean this off.
How many Kessels do you have in there now?
So I got two A360s and one AP700.
Ooh.
And then in my frag factory, I also have Kessels. I like them because of their simplicity, which is why the AP700 kind of let me down because it's kind of difficult to control. But I like the turn knobs. It's just real simple. But I've got the tanks from the old Nuvo tank. I guess I turned those lights off, but the two A80s. And this is just like a bunch of junk that I had around and got a little frag farm going.
Do you know that BRS eventually took the AP 700 off their 160 and went with the 360s because they were just easier to control?
Yeah, I completely agree with them. Like it's kind of a weird, annoying light, and I like the 360s because you can put the light exactly where you want them. With the panel, it's pretty constrained. Sorry about all the kid noise. So.
We all have
That's
kids.
all. This is Reef Church with the kid.
That's
yep.
Yeah, it is. I like the spectrum of the AP 700, but the controls, the software just let me down.
Yeah. Yep. So, and I think they kind of learned. Like, it seems like they're moving away from it.
Yeah, the 360X. You still, the disappointing thing about that is that you still need a controller.
Yeah. And the other thing about the 360X is like I can't plug it directly into my Apex because it has USB-C, which before those little 5-volt or whatever 10-volt headphone jacks you could plug right into your Apex.
Yep. Yeah. So, I'm not sure what's happening with that. I think that you're gonna get a little connector, and it can give you Wi-Fi capability. There's also a new controller with it. I just think the AI Prime is a cheap light, and it doesn't have a lot of punch. But the fact that all the AI lights now have like built-in controllers,
yeah.
Even if you have a Radeon, if you have a bunch of Radeons and you just plug one in and connect one to your computer, it syncs up with the rest of them in the same room and sort of, allows you to program one and just send the settings to the rest of them. So pretty much every major light these days, every new light that comes out these days has some sort of onboard controller. You don't have to buy a third-party controller. and I think the Kessel is sort of the only one to me that's the only like high end light that's new that you have to buy a separate controller. And that I can't understand why.
Yeah. But at some point, I think if they lowered the price point, it would be okay. But with them at $450 per 90-watt module, it's like
What the nose?
It's what is it? Yeah, it's 450, and then it's 450, and then the 360s are what? Like they're on sale right now for 250. I think bulk resupply. Is it bulk resupply? I think I saw it on sale somewhere for 250. Yeah, it's on sale at BRS for 250.
Hey, Greg said in the chat, I know what's happening. Told you all that controls are becoming irrelevant. What's that mean? So the craze has kind of died down.
The controller craze, he means?
Yeah, he said it's become irrelevant.
Gotta head out, guys. I'll catch you later.
All right.
Thank you for joining, Pup Daddy. Come back, man. Next week we'll be back on.
All right.
Bring the kids on next time.
What Greg is saying, like controllers are becoming you know what? I'm gonna agree with it. Listen, I'm still every hobby I have ever since, even before I was in college, I'm in that hobby because of the technology involved. So I'm never gonna be like part of my appeal with having a reef tank is just the equipment and seeing the advances in technology. But I think I definitely overdid it with the Apex. I did. I definitely overdid it. And then the other thing too is a lot of devices these days are coming with like third-party control. Like if I just kept the darn gyres on their own controller, DC, that wouldn't have happened to me. Because the controller would have stayed on and it would have kept like just going on controlling the pumps as usual. I don't know. I still like my controller, but I don't. I'm not gonna go ahead and rush to control everything with my controller.
You don't see yourself like relying on it as much.
I'm gonna rely on it, but like I said, man, I had like optical sensors, I had flow sensors, I had, like if the flow is this, then do this, and I had a whole bunch of things, DC. Like it was a whole bunch of like. To be honest, when it was time for me to modify some code, like I was changing the code for like a flow thing, and then I realized there were like 4 or 5 other dependencies I didn't even remember. If your return pump is drawing less than a certain amount of watts, then I want my ATO. Like it was just nuts. And I'm not blaming Apex. Like I don't want anybody to think.
So you're kind of saying it's like remember the show Pimp My Ride, and they used to like put all the stuff, the gadgets and stuff in a regular car, like a TV in the bottom or TV in the trunk. So you basically saying is you back to stock.
Yeah. I was, listen, Fit My Ride. I saw one time they had TVs in the mud flaps of the, so the person behind you could watch TV, So yeah, it was a little bit like that.
Yeah, that's funny because to hear that from you, guy, it's funny that you say that because I have an Apex and I haven't even used it like for what it's worth. I haven't even used it, so but I know like Brian, he would differ. He would be like, he like to do the one button, water change and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's just interesting to see that kind of. I think Greg has a point. Like it's kind of it's almost like a fad, like you want to do the most you can to make it so much easier on you, but at the end of the day, we still got to put that muscle into that.
Yeah, you know what? So now that and to be honest, like doing things like that, I actually spend more time with the tank because now that I told you earlier that I'm not messing with the tank as much. You know what I do now? I put like a little easy chair right in front of the tank, so when I finish working, I'm having that evening, drink, I sit right in front of the tank, man, and I'm relaxing, and I'm like right when the blues come on, the actinics, I'm sitting right there, and just I need one of those Billy Pipes glasses to, sit there in that chair, but yeah. I can sit there now and enjoy it. And just the other day I was looking and I'm seeing like these little critters and feeding by hand, seeing what's going on instead of the auto feeder, and I'm going there now with my little squirt bottle, squirting my aminos myself instead of having it on a doser, like I just set up a timer on my phone that reminds me 3 times a week, hey, you need to dose your aminos. So I go there with my squirt bottle, and all of that is time I spend with the tank. So the issue was me. It wasn't necessarily the controller. It was just me going overboard with the controller. And I learned my lesson, and I'm trying to correct that lesson.
Yeah.
I think I've heard Ryan. BR's been having live streams recently, like every day. And the thing I've heard Ryan repeat a couple of times, he said with Zeovit, it's not that Zeovit is a better method than any other method, but because they need you to go to the tank every day and hand dose these little blue bottles and pump the reactor every day, he was more in tune with his tank because it required him to spend 10 to 15 minutes with the tank every day, So he was more like paying attention to what was going on, Things didn't go, it didn't, like I could maybe go a day or two without looking at the tank. But when I was doing Zeovit, and I was talking to Dave the other day, we were looking at videos and looking, and when I was on Zeovit, my tank was looking good, but it wasn't necessarily because of Zeovit. It was just that every day I used to have to pump the reactor. I had to dose like 4 or 5 different bottles every day. So you're standing in front of the tank every day, paying attention to what's going on. So you're more in tune with, hey, I see that happening. That's interesting. Let me pay attention to that. Let me watch that.
Good point. So I did hear Ryan say with the Zeovit that it like kind of brought him closer to that tank, like it was kind of baby in it.
Wait, I missed that, DC. What did you say?
I did hear Ryan say on one occasion that he liked Zeovit because he was so involved with it,
Yep. That was it, man. I used to complain every day, man, about Zeovit. About I had to pump the reactor, and then I bought like a cheap reactor, not a nice one. I used to complain every day, man, I got to pump this every day. And, it was... Zeovit is kind of carbon dosing and supplements, but because you're paying attention every day, like the minute a coral fell, you knew because you were at the tank pumping it every day, right? The minute like a coral started bleaching, you realized it because you needed to be at the tank every day, like dosing this stuff. So you were just more in tune with it.
You okay? Anybody else want to join? I could drop the link again. I think Lisa wrote out. This is a
hey
weird...
man, hey Phil, I'm not turning my nose up to Apex. I still running my Apex. I still got my stuff on Apex. It's just that for me now,
from you,
I'm gonna
from you. It sounds like blasphemous, man.
Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like I'm. It's just that, yeah, I'm just I what Tristan's last comment, I catch more things than my Apex does, because what happens is I was looking at the Apex instead of looking at the tank, man. Like I told you, everything, every reactor, everything had a flow meter on it. So I'm like, oh, the flow on my carbon, when carbon was fresh, the flow rate on it used to be 100 gallons per hour. So the flow rate is down to 50. So it must be time to change the carbon, instead of going over the tank and looking at it and, and looking at what was going on. And, you go at it, you say, listen, everything looks nice. Let me not go ahead and mess with But again, it's not Apex's fault, man. It's O's fault. But I still love my Apex fail. Don't worry about it. I'm not getting rid of my Apex anytime soon. I'm just not going to have like a Apex tank with like 50 different modules.
I'm mad at Apex because I was so looking forward to the Trident.
Yeah. Listen, man, I don't even put away my HANA checker anymore. My HANA checker is just, on the windowsill right next to the tank, and I just test my alkalinity every couple days. I'm cool with that.
Apex sold me hope.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
You know what? $600? Yeah, I'll probably still get it, but
I guess because they put it out there, that was last Magna, and for them to be like, okay, it's coming. Then a year later, it's no Trident. And then it's like, even when he was explaining to us, because man, you was right there in Vegas. I was just like, man, like as one of the leading companies in this hobby, I can't do that, I can't just.
But another thing too that I have to give them credit, the ALK monitors that's on the market, some of them are bulky, some if the product works as it's intended, it should be better or more interesting to me than the things that's currently on the market. But I'm not holding my breath. I no longer refresh Reef Builders 5 times a day to see if, anything dropped out. It's just, it is what it is. When it comes out, I'll evaluate it just like everybody else and make my decision then.
They should give you a free Trident.
Oh, me? Nah.
Yeah. You've been a spokesman for Apex for a long time.
Nah, man, I bought everything I have.
We need to lobby. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Because suppose I get it, man, and I don't like it. I want to have the freedom to say I don't like it.
You gotta sell your soul. You gotta tell them it's a good product, and they send it to you for free. No, I'm just kidding. Apex people, y'all listen. What you doing, man? But yeah.
The Trident is what's the next frontier. Yes, I do agree. Like, I'm interested to see I remember talking to Phil and Reef Keeper, and he's telling me like, hey, whenever I add a new frag, it seems like my other frags like slow down for a while. So I want to know, I think I'd want to know. I work with data at work a lot, so I would say I'm a little bit of a data geek. So I'd want to get data into, how exactly this stuff behaves. I would love to get a Trident. I would love to get a Trident, man. Like, listen, I would love when that thing comes out. Listen, my wife is around, so I'm not gonna say, but yeah, I would love to get a Trident.
Yeah, man.
It's only $99.
$99. You hear that?
Yeah.
$99. That's it.
Yep. It's $99.
I met O's wife, and she's cool people.
Say hi, DC.
Hi, DC.
Hey, is that Tyler Christian?
Who's that?
I'm just playing with my brother.
Who's that? Or who are you?
I'm Chris.
What's up, man?
Who, Chris Paul? No, Chris.
Yeah, advanced monitoring is where I was like.
No, I'm just playing with my brother. Hey, DC Trader.
Hey, Woody, what's going on from the UK? Woody, my brother, my UK brother. Hold on, guys.
DC got a lot going on.
He is a big trader, man.
All right, now I got a busy trying to get stuff together. I'm going to Dallas for the game on Thursday.
My gosh.
I'm leaving Dallas, not Silas. I said Dallas. All right, hey, Silas, that's Silas. You can't see the people because they got the camera off. You see the fish tank? That's Miss Tina's tank.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I see her tank. Look at that. It's pretty. Like the fish. What's your favorite fish?
House.
Your favorite fish at your house?
Yes.
You don't have no fish at your house. Where you get that from?
The bag.
You got it in the bag? Okay. Let's see. Let's check the chat. Nobody said that. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Okay, Tina, thank you. I mean, Sandy, happy Thanksgiving. I hope somebody else go live. Is anybody going live during the holiday?
Holiday.
Anybody? It's you know what? CJ went live last year. Around Thanksgiving. I was in Myrtle Beach actually. And I'm going to Dallas, Texas this year. See my Cowboys.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
DC, man. I know you love your Cowboys, but come on.
The Cowboys.
Cowboys.
He said, go Cowboys.
Cowboy.
Yeah, I got a little Cowboy fan right here too.
Come on, man.
Tell Mr. O the Jets suck.
Suck.
Yeah, they suck. The Cowboys are good.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Hey, man. As long as Jerry's in charge, you guys are going to Super Bowl.
That's right. Tell him again. He don't want to hit nothing about a jersey. I say, go Cowboys.
Cowboys.
That's right.
Go Redskins.
Oh, no. Say, boo, Redskins. Boo. Okay. Hey, Paul Wins.
Hey.
Where your mommy at, man? They ain't come
Get Caleb.
She went to go get Caleb?
Okay.
Paul Williams said he's a University of Arkansas alum, so he's got ties to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, where do you live? When I work in Memphis, man, there's a lot of Arkansas fans in Memphis.
Clean it up.
Yes.
Clean your face. Good job. Yeah, so this is a quick, nice little live stream. We got, man, I may do more random live stream. We got CJ out retirement.
I know. It was fun, man.
Yeah, he got some. Oh, don't clean it yet. When we get off, we clean it, okay?
So DC, where's the other? I thought you said you had two.
Yeah, he's with his mother right now.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. I mean, this is a public stream, so you don't have to answer, but
it's okay.
You got kids?
He's with his mother. She's on her way over here.
These are your kids.
These are my kids.
DC, how you never? DC, man. DC, I've known you for like 4 years, man. How come you never said?
Everything is not for YouTube, but they wanted to make their debut. Oh, you messing up, man.
Huh?
We got to clean when we get off, okay? All right. Ugh. He's a little Cowboy fan. Oh, thank you. You want me to hold it?
No.
Okay, you gonna clean it? Clean that mirror right there. And then you clean that mirror right there. Yeah, man. I moved to Fayetteville, Arkansas, to Baltimore. It's not far from me. Baltimore's about an hour away. You know who lives in Baltimore? Jason Fox.
What is that?
He's real cool.
That up here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that up here?
Oh, that's the camera.
You know who else? You know who else is close to Baltimore? DC Reefer.
DC Reefer. Yeah, I'm from everywhere, but I'm currently reside in DC. Born and raised.
Oh, guess who's live now? Neptune Systems with the Shield. Tom the Shield.
The Neptune system is live.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been noticing a lot of bigger companies been going live lately.
Oh, man, it's the
we
future.
started a movement. Now the big companies trying to like squash us.
Look, it's where everything is now. Because even at work, dealing with like clients, like this is just where it's at.
Yeah, I agree. But it's not intimate, you know. It's not like our live streams. They probably barely see your comment. Most of the time you're talking within each other. So We still gonna keep the live stream popping, guys. Don't try to leave us to go to Neptune's live stream. But yeah, it's just funny to me because I was like, man, I noticed a lot of like boat resupply. I want to say like Cobalt, different companies. You know, Neptune. They've been going live a lot. So
it's the way it is, man. Listen, just like, no, but you have to think about it. If you work for a company, and do you want to leave it up to me to like listen, I don't think I was sliding Neptune, but I was just talking about my thing with the controller. And if you're Neptune, you want to have control about a live stream where you can then say, this is the best way to do it. This is the best, you know, they want to have control over the messaging. If you're a brand, that's what you want to do. Have control over the messaging, and you can't fault them for that.
Right.
You know,
so I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not just not mad. Like, I'll seriously go over there. Like, he's had live streams before where he's talking about code and actually learn things. So I watch. I'm a Reefing fan, man. I watch all these videos.
You want to listen? You want to talk to the people?
Hey, people.
And don't turn it up. You're not gonna be able to hear. All right. You say your ABCs?
Yes.
You don't know your ABCs.
ABC.
Good job.
Oh, my bad, DC. I actually clicked on the link. I actually clicked on the
Let me see. My turn. Oh yeah, it's all good. He was just saying his ABCs. He wants y'all to know. He knows ABCs. Oh, it's too loud. It's too loud, Sasa. I gotta turn it down a little bit, okay? All right, let me talk to the people and then I'm gonna get off. All right. Yeah, he wanna wrestle. You wanna wrestle? Yeah, okay. Gotta get in where you fit in. Don't know you had kids, you're secretive. Listen, guys, everybody don't know my secrets. Nah, I just me and his mother been knowing each other for some years, and we decided to make it official. So that's how I got these kids.
Wait. What?
I'm not repeating myself. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna just rewatch the stream.
We're trying to New York and chill with the fam.
I'm gonna just rewatch the stream, DC. You know that's possible, right?
Yeah. Go ahead, rewatch it. I'll leave it up. But I'm gonna be doing another live stream when I get back from You ready to go to mommy house? Mommy home. You ready? You want to stay here?
I do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go live again for the school tank when I get back in town. Probably on next week, and try to do an update. Actually, like I said, I did the reflux, so I'm gonna see how that goes. It says like a 14-day thing, and I'm gonna see how that goes. So yeah, guys, it's about to tear this place up.
You should get the
yeah,
Cheeto
don't spray that.
Get those lights. They're gonna be like 25.
So yeah, it's gonna be I'm about to go ahead in this stream because I don't think I can contain them anymore. Right. Thank y'all for joining. Always a pleasure, brother. Thanks.
All right, man.
And I'll catch you guys after. I'll try to jump in the live streams. We have a stream on Thursday. I think. Oh, you gonna still stream on Thursday, or it's just you on break?
This Thanksgiving, man. I think I'll have people over, so we'll see.
Okay, cool. Well, I think I'm trying to convince CJ to stream.
No. My wife said I should live stream with the entire family on Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Okay.
We'll see. I make no promises.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll catch y'all.
DC. All right, you gotta go, man, because you're looking nervous back there.
I'm so nervous, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, we about to go. Okay, yeah, he heard me about to go, so he happy now. All right, y'all have a good night. All right, peace.
All right.